Wait, pause, stop, let's take a photo. Get that money by any means, that's the Franken motto. Wait, pause, stop, let's take a photo. Get that money by any means, that's the Franken motto. I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission. I was made for this, you was made for this. I was made for this, you was made for this. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money. You was made for this. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money. Wake up and grind, loving my time. Wake up and grind, loving my time. Sun is sky, and watch your skin glow. Sun is sky, and watch your skin glow. Chasing all my dreams like I'm made of money.
Hey, it's a movement. Shout out to Jayon Spivey for that inspiration of a intro. Shout out to Jayon Spivey. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Icon 6.
Hey, what's going on with you? How you doing? How you doing?
I am doing wonderful, King. I don't know why I don't see a picture over there of you, but it's okay. We're gonna work on that.
Hey, listen, you know
I
me.
don't
I
see.
can go. I can give you a picture. I can go live. Ain't no catfishing over here.
Oh, okay,
Ain't
okay.
no
You said you're
catfishing
gonna do
over
me
here.
one better.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we put the real deal on the screen.
hey, I know that's
Mhm.
right. I know that's
Okay.
right. Thank you so much for joining me once again back at Kitchen Chronicles.
Oh,
I appreciate you so much.
I
I
appreciate
am
it,
not
Nancy.
going to be in the kitchen today.
That's
Um,
okay. That's
but
okay.
yeah. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to, kind of come over here and give some updates on where we're going to be, how we're going to be moving forward with the Kitchen Chronicles. It seemed to be, a show uh, that everybody seems to love so far. And I love it too. I love doing it. And I always feel so refreshed
Mhm.
afterwards. Like it really is a great show. It's actually a powerful show. And I really do appreciate everybody that has um that has been a part of it so far. I know today we're not necessarily in the kitchen, but we're making sandwiches of some sort today. That's what we're gonna be doing.
Mhm.
Icon. So you may want to, I don't know, kind of adjust it to your hands a little bit because we can't really see. Are
It's
you doing?
I'm on my laptop today. Um, which is wild because I'm actually gonna put myself on the YouTube screen, but the camera, I don't know if the cameras can point down at my hand if I just put it like this, or I'm have to.
Well, we see your hands better like that. Whatever you just did, we could definitely see what you're doing.
I've pulled the
If it
camera. I don't want to put it down too much where I turn it off. You know, so
okay,
I gotta be real careful with that. Oh Lord, be careful with that. So I'm gonna have to hold my little stuff up because I'm already made up. Like I'm gonna
okay,
walk you through what I done, and it's very simple. It's a very simple situation. You know what I'm saying?
okay. That sounds good to me. So what exactly are you preparing today?
Well, what I prepared was my supreme egg salad. And what I did with my supreme egg salad, and what makes it supreme is that the supreme commander me made it. And that's the only thing special about it. I made it, right? But it's an egg salad that has
Okay.
again, I'm real big on garlics and onions and stuff like that. So I have my minced garlic, my minced onions. Um, I have my diced olives. I have my black pepper, my pinches of salt, and some real mayonnaise. And I used 4 hard-boiled eggs. That's what I did. Am I still going here?
Yes. Can you still
Oh,
hear me?
I can hear you. I just see myself on the screen. I'm like, I'm on the screen by myself.
Yes, you are.
Hey,
Yes,
keep
yes,
going.
yes. So we're
Mhm.
gonna, yeah, we definitely here to get into some more kitchen chronicles. Looks like we're gonna have a little kitchen slash bedroom chronicles today. Nope, this is not pillow talk. Don't y'all get it twisted out there. I see y'all out there watching. Much love to the listeners as well. Shout out to the Icon 6 in the building. Shout out to the
Thank you.
Love Zone over on that stereo with the COTGs. Shout out to them. They've been definitely blazing those streets over there on stereo with the Revolution and Revolutionaries talks as well. So big ups to COTGs on stereo. Shout out to also the Voices of Stereo movement. If you guys
Hey,
haven't heard about that movement, I don't know where the hell you've been, but it's definitely a movement going on stereo, the Voices of Stereo. And we're definitely going to keep you guys updated on that. Shout out to Heaven Sent on the Voices of Stereo. Shout out to Nasty the MC on the Voices of Stereo. And also shout out to Roy Truth. So that's also another movement. But since we're here in the kitchen chronicles slash bedroom slash little pillow talk slash all that today, we just doing a
okay.
little mashup of everything. Yeah, I'm gonna let Icon take the lead and kind of let us know what he got going on with these sandwiches up in here tonight.
First and foremost, let me just say thank you for allowing me to be in the space in the Kitchen Chronicles. Thank you for allowing me to, show forth some of my culinary art skills. You know what I'm saying? The cooking in 15 minutes, that challenge, or just preparing yourself a quick meal that you don't have to be in the kitchen, quote unquote, slaving. I think it was a brilliant idea to do so because it's things that we do anyway, because of our activity, daily activities, and things like that. So I'm here tonight to simply walk y'all through my little simple egg salad burrito. Yeah.
Hey,
And I want to say shout out to the
burrito.
COTGs, the Circle of the Gods, One Dub and Silverback, and salute to MRMWRW, Big Chief, not the little one, and special thanks to Queen Black Radio, the senior citizens of radio, the movement, and behind Hidden Gems, behind the avatar. Okay, that's it for right now. I might plug something else later.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so let's get into it. So I know we had talked about you making these burritos.
hmm
Um, and you can't get the camera down to see your hands, so we want to make sure that the people are seeing kind of where we're going. All right. Also, we're gonna be watching you eat burritos.
Yes, ma'am. That's what you. I'm gonna walk you through
Ah!
what I did, because
Okay.
and
All right.
the last little
You
thing,
gotta come a little closer with
huh?
that. You gotta come a little closer. I need to see what's up in the middle. Mm-hmm.
Egg salad,
Mm-hmm.
egg salad. So if you are egg salad sandwich eater, or you like tuna salad or chicken salad, um, a nice little burrito, cold burrito, is always something that can be done in less than 15 minutes. And made to your liking. I like to do them because they're easy to make, and then you can make a lot of them to take you throughout the day. So I took, and I'm gonna plug, and I ain't getting paid for this here, but I use the soft shell burritos. I happen to get this brand. They're very soft, like it's flour dough anyway, so it's almost like you're eating bread. And so I took that tortilla shell, and I took me some hard boiled eggs. Another thing, at your local grocery store, I don't know, depending on where you're at. Down here, we have the Winn Dixie, but you can find them at the Walmart, and other grocery stores. The boiled eggs that's already boiled. You don't even have to boil them; just go get them. They ready to go. And so I grabbed me some of those, and of course, I came in and did my regular. Like I said a little earlier, I like onions and I like garlic. I like peppers, and so I took me some olives and diced them. onions and diced them, um, olives. I mean, garlic and diced it, and banana peppers. I wanted to put the banana peppers in there this time because they're mild, but they, you can taste a light little sensation, but nothing to get your palate excited to say, "Hey, that's hot." So but I wanted to get that banana pepper flavor with the tinge of vinegar in it for the egg salad. And I'm gonna top off my burrito. I got me some sriracha over here. I like to go into the little stores in the little section and get my little bottles of that's Polynesian right there, bittersweet or sweet and spicy, excuse me. And then I have your regular hot chili sriracha in the little small bottles. And then I got your honey mustard, your habanero honey mustard. And tonight
Oh,
I'm gonna be using my
those are some
sriracha.
cute little bottles. I like those
Yeah.
bottles. I never seen them that small.
Yeah, you can get these at your local Winn Dixie here. They got a bunch. I got all kind of flavors and kinds up in there. Just like the little small bottles of hot sauce. I like to go get stuff because it's good, it's on the run, and you can pack them. It's real, don't take up no space. And so the only thing that I done outside of, because you know how to make an egg salad, that's all you're doing. You're taking your egg salad and dressing it up the way you want it, seasoning it to taste with the seasonings that you want, and simply taking your soft shell tortilla and rolling it up like a burrito. And I like to slice mine in half to where you get it like this. And then I like to take my sriracha, which I'm gonna do. I'm trying to hold this up while I do this. I like to take the sriracha and go across the drip me some in the top. Mm-hmm. Oh, drop my little bottle. Take my other little side, which is a little smaller piece, and drop me some of that inside of there like that. And this sriracha right here is real sriracha. Like it has that kick to it. So I'm gonna be giving my burrito a little kick. As you can see inside of there, that's what it looks like. Boom. You see all that the good egg salad up inside that thing. You can't see the onions and
Mm.
stuff, but there's olives up in there, onions up in there. Oh Lord, it's dripping out
Come
the
a
top.
little closer. Come a little closer.
You want to bite it? There you go.
Yes. Woo! Look at that thing dripping.
Mm,
Let's
dripping.
get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now that's
Ooh.
flavorful because it has that sriracha burn, but I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, I can taste every flavor in this egg salad because I had time to let it sit for a little bit and marinate as well. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
cold burrito. It don't take no time to make other than getting your eggs. And even if you have to boil the eggs yourself, it takes 20 minutes to boil an egg. Okay. About around that time, about 20 minutes. After that, there it's just chopping your egg up, making your mix. I use real mayonnaise. I don't use that what you call it, salad dressing stuff. I don't use that. I don't like that. It looks like mayonnaise, but it's not mayonnaise. In order for it to be a real egg salad or tuna salad or pasta salad, you have to use real mayonnaise. Okay, that's Duke. That's Blue Plate. That's what's the other one? The daddy of them all. Hi, Lord, I can't call the name of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Real mayonnaise. Don't get that
Are
sandwich
you
dressing.
talking about Miracle Whip?
No, Miracle Whip is a salad dressing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
Mm.
not mayonnaise. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's nasty. And to all of you Miracle Whip eaters out there, you're nasty. I'm just saying, like, that's some nasty stuff. But no, but if that's what you like to use, then you use what you like. I like real mayonnaise. Some people like the salad dressing type looking stuff. Not me. Hmm.
Right. Right. You know what I like about the meals that with this particular meal, it kind of takes me into the mind of doing something for like on the go meals. Um, because this is something you can do on the go. Like I've never like bought a boiled egg. I've always boiled my own
Hmm.
eggs, but I do
Hmm.
know that that exists, and that's something really quick. kind of on a go at your lunchtime, or even mothers, that's trying to do something really quickly.
Hmm.
You can, just buy eggs that's already boiled, and like you said, mix something up really quickly, some bread. That's kind of on the go. You know what I mean? Even if you're like, even for just a quick meetup or something, if you guys are just hanging out and didn't want to spend too much money, I think what you're showing us today, is just kind of a on the go meal that, that's
Yes.
still, healthy and delicious.
See, and think about this in this pack, these are not the biggest tortilla shells, but they pretty big. They large, but you got something that's a little bigger than this, and this is a nice size one here. And you get about eight, I think it's eight large ones that come in this pack. So you can make eight nice size. Like you can really make a nice big bowl of whatever it is that you're making. It don't even have to be egg salad. Like you don't understand. Even if you use a vegetable rice, you know what I'm saying, a vegetable rice type. And I'm talking about cold. I'm talking about not even heated up. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that you can do with the food in a cold wrap, and you can make more than one. And that way, boom, you can fill it with meat if you want to fill it with meat. Some people like turkey, some people like chicken, some people like the roast beef that's already cooked. And you can put your vegetables in here, the whole nine. That's a whole meal wrapped up in your hand, ready to go, baby. You know what I'm saying? With your favorite beverage, you can't beat that. And that's great for mothers because your kids get to get a full course in a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
Yep,
me?
in
And
a
your
wrap.
husband or your wife, however it's going down. Your girlfriend, your sneaky link, or whatever it is you do.
Right.
I'm just
And
saying.
it's not too messy. That's the other thing,
Hmm.
It's not too messy. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So that's just some of the things that I wanted to kind of update the people of YouTube, all of our wonderful watchers. I see y'all out there. I'm not sure if you're not sending in comments or I'm just not able to see any comments, but feel free to drop a comment here. We'll definitely highlight it on the screen. Um, I know that we were having some issues with the comments the last couple of times, so I'm not sure because I didn't see them until after the show. But much love to you. I appreciate you watching, and I want you to know I do see you guys out there. I definitely see you guys out there. So peace and love to the watchers and the listeners. Peace and love to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Boom, there you go. I
Yes.
just sent the message. It's on the screen. Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Boom, there you go. Greetings, family.
Hey,
Hey.
it's some movement up in here.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
y'all. I must get to the other part of this burrito. But go ahead,
Well,
Queen.
take your time. Take your time. And
Mm,
yeah, we're gonna watch you eat that. Yeah. Yeah, have a
mm.
good time with that. Don't hurt yourself.
Gotta go
Don't
strong on
eat too
that thing.
fast. Take your time.
Listen, this sriracha is everything. I'm telling you. Hold on, I gotta open the cap.
Yeah. I like Spirachi sauce.
You know what I'm
So
gonna do for
yeah,
you?
so what, huh?
You know what I'm gonna do for you one of these shows, you and the viewers. Um I'm gonna actually take y'all through the process on how to make a prison pizza. Yeah.
Oh,
A prison pizza.
a prison pizza.
It's gonna blow your mind. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's what we're going to be talking of. That's what I'm trying to get into is what we're going to be doing, moving forward with the Kitchen Chronicles. We started out with the 15 minutes of shine. That 15-minute challenge was a absolute challenge. So shout out to everyone who participated in that. I am Zakin. Icon 6 and Big Chief, not the little one. That was definitely a challenge. I think Chief is still mad at me about that challenge.
Yeah.
But he'll be fine. Shout out to my brother. So
Absolutely,
we're going to
absolutely.
be moving forward in the future. We have the next challenge is a 30-minute challenge. And that's why we're here today, to kind of get, you know, some opinions on what we're going to do for the 30-minute challenge. Now, one of my ideas was to give out a menu. Let's say maybe chicken, some type of chicken breast. And then we're definitely gonna do 3-course meals within 30 minutes. That's the challenge, because it's a 3-course meal in that 30 minutes. But we want to use, for the main course, we want everybody to, have the same thing. So I'm thinking, like, do a chicken breast, and see what everybody is going to do for the chicken breast challenge or something like that. We also discussed liver and onions, the different ways of preparing liver. Look at your face, of preparing liver and onions,
Okay.
or liver, or preparing liver for those of us that eat organs like liver, or chicken livers, or chicken gizzards and things like that. So that was also a thought. So what's your thoughts on some different challenges that we could do for the 30-minute challenge?
Um. Uh. As far as who, because okay, like for me, um, bringing the element of what I experienced in prison when it came to cooking. Like I worked in the kitchen, a real kitchen where they fed the inmate population and the staff, because they have a staff dining hall where they get to eat too. And normally the staff dining hall get the best food, because the people that work in there that are inmates, they get to have dibs on things. So you get the real kind of good meals. But other than that, there are times, man, when they have meals in prison, man, it's like something that you wouldn't even give to a dog. So you have to perfect your skills uh, in that microwave, or when they use that 190, which is the hot water, making goulashes and stuff. So your mind get real creative on ways to fix food. So there's a whole system that go with that, from prison to prison. I never done state time. I did all my time in federal prison. So the feds is what I know. I'm a fed baby in that way. But the whole process of, just even when you're doing stuff in the units where people got stingers and stuff like that, to try to make meals, man. Getting access to onions and bell peppers and stuff out the kitchen so that you can make a real meal. And I learned how to make full course meals out of a microwave. And I know that's not the best thing to do all the time, cooking in the microwave or whatever, but we was in survival mode. And there were days when we had to just do that. So I bring that to the table. Like I'm gonna do not only the prison pizza, I'm gonna do what they call the wrap bowls. It's a thing called the wrap bowls. And this right here, you see this? These flour tortilla shells, these soft shell
Yeah,
flour tortilla shells, it's used
yeah.
not only for making pizza crust, burrito wraps, uh, the layer, like the different things you can do with just 3 layers, and the different foods that you can cook up. And I'm gonna really bring that to the table. And there are meals that's not even that hard to make. You know what I'm saying? It don't really take that long of a time. So 30 minutes is gonna be excellent for the type of stuff that I'm gonna be doing, because I can do everything pretty much without even the uses of a stove. But I'm gonna be using the stove as
Okay.
well too.
Okay, I like that idea. I like the idea of pizza pizza overall, because that's something I think that all of us, can make,
Hmm.
on camera, in different ways. And I think that that can be done, within a 30-minute time frame as well. So I really like that idea of maybe having a pizza party, and have, people come on, everybody come on and do pizza for the 30-minute challenge. I really like that icon. I
Oh,
really do.
and one more thing that I think will be beautiful with what you're doing with the Cooking Chronicles is, I listen. I like drinks. I'm not a heavy drinker, but I like good cocktails. I like creating my own cocktails. So I would also one day maybe we come on and see what our skills like with making cocktails to go with some of these meals that we cook. You know what I'm saying? Because my little mixology game is getting a little better, and I would like to feature a
Mhm.
couple of things with maybe some cognac or maybe some rum or maybe some vodka. You know,
Oh.
in a good cocktail, personal
Yeah, I would
cocktail.
love to do that. I would
Mhm,
love, love, love to do something like that with you. And I thank you for, just coming up with that. And because it's so hard to, for one, I just thank you for being comfortable with coming from behind the avatar and being able to do a
mhm,
solo panel and show off your skills, because that is kind of like a challenge as well, to get people to want to do a single panel. Excuse my all the background notifications, guys, if you guys can hear them. But yeah, I love your comfortability with the camera, and I appreciate that. So that doesn't even have to be on a Sunday. We could do that at any given time, especially
mhm.
since we're going to be spending more time, you and I, here on YouTube. So definitely I appreciate you for offering, that to the hidden gems behind the avatar, and especially for the Kitchen Chronicles. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. That adds to, gives us a little more variety of what to work with. Um, and that's what another thing I wanted to talk about was just moving forward throughout the summer. We are going to be doing more much lighter kind of on the go meals for the next, I think, whew, for the month of, where are we, in March, for the month.
April.
Where are we? We're in April. So
Lord
in
have mercy.
the
Wait, give
month
me
of,
some of that. I want some of that.
I know. So for the so for the month of May, God
Okay.
darn Tauruses. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So for the month of May, we are going to be more focused on quicker meals, just kind of more lighter meals, not necessarily quicker, but lighter meals for the summer months. We're definitely going to start getting into that. So that was a great idea for that. The on the go meals, the pizza party. So what you got? Something your face didn't look too nice when I spoke on liver.
Oh no! Listen, I have a story. It's a short story about me and my introduction to liver. Um, if you have a minute, I would share it with you all.
Yes, I have quite a few minutes, so
Okay. Well, let me
let's
get in
get into it.
my storyteller mode. The face got to be right. The shoulders got to be straight. I got to be camera ready for this type of stuff. But here's
Okay.
the story of my introduction with liver. Now, when I was younger, I was diagnosed with iron poor blood. So my mom worked in the nursing field, and she worked at the clinic and stuff. So as I was getting my little, you know, checkups and stuff like that, they put me on a food regimen with vegetables. And this is where I acquired eating vegetables. I can eat any kind of vegetable. Um, Vegetables that most children don't like, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, eggplant, you name it, I eat it. And I can eat it raw or I can eat it cooked. It doesn't matter. But one of the things that my mom was told to cook for me was liver because I guess it's high in iron, okay? Because it's the liver, it's a piece of blood, meat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't particularly like the way that it looked when I was
It's an
young.
organ. An
Yes, an organ.
organ.
Hmm. And I didn't like the way that it looked. And it looked like wet and cold. And I remember my mama pulling it out and saying, you got to eat this, baby. And I'm like, no, mama, I don't want to eat that. You know what I'm saying? And then like you try to inspect it and I touched it and it felt this ill, like I can't who's gonna eat this? Like I can't put this in my body. So one morning, my mom was cooking breakfast, and I was sitting at the kitchen table, and my mom, she was cooking some grits. She was cooking some liver. You know what I'm saying? So my mom, being the great cook that she is, when she was frying up that liver, she seasoned it so well. Her season game is immaculate. May her soul rest in peace and power. But she made that homemade gravy, and when she chopped up them onions and used, some of the grease and some of the stock from actually frying the liver, it smelled so good. I don't know,
Mm.
onions and seasons just, and this homemade gravy, y'all. This my mama cooking. Like I understand Martin on Martin's show, my mama biscuits, my mama gravy. Yes, like Lord Jesus.
My mama liver.
Yeah, my mama. I didn't want the liver though, but it's just the onions and the seasoning. It lit the kitchen up, so my mama had to go to the room to get something. So she got some liver sitting up there, and sitting in the gravy, you know, going through the cooking process. So I'm sitting, I'm smelling it, smell good. So I, you know, eased up to the little stove and I took a piece of liver and the gravy and I put it on top of my grits. And I was like, I'm gonna try because it smells so good. But boom, my mama came out the room, so I pushed the liver up under my grits. Tried to hide it. I'm like, damn, I took the liver. And I told mama I ain't want it. So my mama stood back over there. I'm thinking she don't know nothing. But obviously she did a count. She had to do a count because she looked at me. She just turned, like, was cooking and doing a little mix up. She looked back at me. She said, you better eat every bit of it. And so I tasted it, and that was
She
that
gave
was
you that look, huh?
you better eat every bit of it. And it tasted so good when my mama cooked it. It's hard for me to eat anybody's liver. They gotta cook it a particular type of way. Like if it ain't my mom or my sister or my aunt Tiny or somebody in my family that don't actually been with the masters, it's hard to eat
Right.
somebody else's liver. But that's how I got introduced to eating liver. I tried to sneak and do it and got turned on to the actual cooking styles and the flavors and the different things you could do to embellish it. Because other than that, you just eat it raw and you still get iron from it. Boom.
Right. So that's what I wanted to get back into. Not to stop you in the middle of your story, but
You
just
good?
were they serving it to you raw?
No, they didn't serve it to me raw. You could eat it raw. I don't think that for me. I don't know how that can be even um, healthy, but people eat it raw. Some people eat meat raw. It's like while you cooking it, you're cooking all the proteins and cooking all the iron and everything that out of it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I never was served it raw. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've never had raw liver. I've never eaten raw meat though. So that's the other thing. Peace to the room, peace to the listeners. Woo! That was a good story. A good story for the liver. So, next question. Do you
Yes,
think
ma'am.
you can prepare liver?
Oh yes, I can. I can most certainly prepare liver. When you don't been around the masters and you watch them do it, and I would have to go back into the laboratory in my mind. And I'm every time I cook something like that, I'm in my mama's kitchen. I'm in her dojo in my mind, and I do it the way I saw her do it, to the best of my ability. I mean, even to the making of the homemade gravy, the whole nine. How to use the stock, from the seasoning, the grease that comes off. You know what I'm saying, and make a nice homemade gravy with it, with them onions too. Nice little salt and pepper in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Me with the salt.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Woo!
Over some
Mm-mm-mm. You
rice.
making my mouth water just
Yes,
thinking about it.
yes, over some rice
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
with some string beans. Like you get you some of those French string beans with the little onions chopped up in that too, and season them the way you like them seasoned.
I
And
like liver and onions with sweet peas, with
sweet peas,
rice.
sweet peas,
I
yeah,
like it
sweet
with
peas.
white rice.
Mm-hmm.
I like it with white rice and sweet peas. I love that. That whole combination. Some
Hmm.
nice buttery with a lot of black pepper, sweet peas. Oh, oh, delicious.
Absolutely.
Yes. Shout out to everyone in the room. Thank you guys for staying tuned in. I appreciate you for watching and listening. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Feel free to drop a comment if you like. We're definitely here to show some love, and we appreciate you being here. We're just doing some updates on the Kitchen Chronicles as well as the Voices of Stereo movement. I am here with the king, the icon six. Yeah, the big one. Period. Yes.
I got so
Yeah.
many
So we
stories,
wanted you got so many what?
so many stories that you're gonna be able to hear. Things I haven't shared with anybody, and only people that was around me when it happened would know. If they still, God, I mean, God forbid they gone, but if they still around, they would know. Like I got a bunch of stories about food, about life, about one time, did you know I used to try to eat 8 times a day to gain weight? I couldn't gain weight, and I should eat every day. I don't know. I don't know if it was something in my genes, man. It just was like no weight gain, and then now I can't keep it off. And it's crazy.
Right.
I love to eat. I love to eat. Hmm.
Well, that's what comes with age. And I was the same way for a long time. And people would ask me, how do you eat so much and you don't gain weight? And my aunts would be, say, oh, it's cool. You're going to see it later. You're going to see it later. And I
Hmm.
didn't, to be honest, I didn't see the weight until I got into my 50s. I didn't see it. All my life, I wanted to gain weight. I used to layer my clothes in high school just to have a little more weight. So, yeah, I didn't really start gaining weight until I got in my 50s.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't that late for me. I think I started right before I was kidnapped and taken to federal prison. I was kidnapped. Um, I had finally, like, I think in my freshman year, I was like, I want to say I was like 100 and maybe between 145 maybe to 150 pounds, somewhere up in there. And I
Yeah.
remember playing football my freshman year. I used to ask the varsity player, man, how y'all gain weight? They say you got to get in the gym and you got to eat, man. You need to eat potatoes. You need to be eating, like just eat and work out. And so I was the potato chip kid. Like every time after school, getting off the bus, I go to the little convenience store right there in the neighborhood. We call it the Beer Hut. Shout out to Fort Pierce, man, my hometown. St. Lucie County, Luce County as we call it. And I would go get a big bag of ton potato chips and a pickle sausage and a Sprite soda. That's what I like, salt and vinegar chips or any kind of chip at that time because I wanted to gain weight and I couldn't gain any weight. So I remember the first time I was eating, I started picking up, and I remember I had made it to 175 pounds. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was the biggest dude in the world. Like, I'm 175-pound Joker. Yeah, you still a
Oof.
little skinny Joker, man. You still a little lightweight, baby. That ain't
Let
nothing.
me tell you, right now, I am holding down 168 pounds, and I feel like I am big as a house.
How tall
This
are you?
is I'm 5'5".
5'5", 168. Yeah, you push you got some nice little ham hockeys going on.
Yes.
Some nice little ham hockeys. You know what I'm saying?
168. So,
Mhm.
and I'm embracing the weight. I am. But I do know that it's not coming from eating.
Mhm. Uh, can you make that make sense? Mm-mm. Um, Queen, I believe. But anyway, she'll be back in a minute, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm just gonna sit here and do what I'm supposed to do, y'all. And that's be handsome and talk about all of my professional cooking, culinary art skills that I have, all my shortcuts. I'm gonna be definitely giving some of my shortcuts out, man, to just making sure that you can provide for yourself, you know what I'm saying, and do it on the run, but you ain't got to be in the kitchen, quote unquote, slaving. And there ain't nothing wrong with being in that kitchen for no long time either. The longer you in that kitchen, the better, and the better prepared that food is, and the more healthy and clean, because that would entail the cleaning as you cook, you know what I'm saying, making sure that cross-contamination is a non-factor, you know what I'm saying, and that you're setting the tone. Queen Black. Mm-mm. I don't know what happened. Queen, where you at? Queen. I see some.
Okay, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm figuring you got caught
Oh
up
my
in the
God.
Matrix.
You don't know what happened.
The Matrix.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The last thing I heard you ask me was to elaborate a little bit.
On gaining, because
One,
I
two,
kept going.
three. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, I think I'm back.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, you back.
basically what I was
Mhm.
saying, I didn't think okay, okay, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot. Even if I cook a lot, I don't eat a lot. My problem number one is eating late. That is one of my problems. And the other thing is premenopausal. I feel like since I've become premenopausal, the weight comes a little faster for me. So I
Mhm.
try to walk, try to walk it off. Try to walk. I love to walk, especially in nice weather. So I know that I can usually burn it pretty quickly just by walking. So
Mhm.
I'm definitely but I like the weight. It's like I said, it's the heaviest I've been, and I don't mind the weight. I just feel like it may need to be toned up a little bit. That's it.
Well, I can feel you. I definitely can feel you on that, because me myself. I am so out of shape right now from where I normally am, because I don't work out as much as I used to, and run because of work, and then me just saying, "Hey, I work a lot," and it's easy to get caught up in I work a lot, and then start shunning exercising and toning and conditioning, and it's easy to do that, but then at the same token you're still eating food, and most of our diets, it ain't the best. We're not vegetarians or vegans out here, or plant-based type people. When I say plant-based, I'm not talking about what they doing with the GMOs and all that stuff. I'm talking about like eating plants from the ground. um, but I definitely need to increase my desire, because my birthday coming up and summertime's coming in. I need to lose some of this midsection. You know what I'm saying? You get the tank back right. You see how it's looking up top right there. I mean, when it's together now, it's together. Like that. That don't be like, you'll know, like that joke will work out. You'll know it. I mean, you tell right now.
If anything, it takes determination and consistency. That's what I
Absolutely.
say about that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just so moving forward with the Kitchen Chronicles in the next couple months, I do have a lot on my plate. Um and I'm also organizing something for the senior citizens as well. So shout out to the senior citizens. Shout out to fan base. If you're not following me, follow me on fan base at Queen Black Radio. I also have a senior citizens movement there, the meeting of the minds. So shout out to the senior citizens out there. Um, so in the upcoming months, we're only going to be able to do an official Kitchen Chronicles once a month. I'm going to dedicate myself once a month to the Kitchen Chronicles, and that's for anyone that from Stereo that would like to join. So if anyone that is out there listening, or if you know someone, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you know that they are a person that likes to cook, that loves to cook, they're always in the kitchen. They're not afraid to show their hands on or their kitchen on camera, then they are definitely welcome to join us on the Kitchen Chronicles for future shows. And you can just back chat me or reach out to me on any platform. If you're watching here, then I'm not hard to find. And you can also leave something here, letting me know that you are interested in the chats. So I wanted to make sure I updated those that are interested in the Kitchen Chronicles that coming up next month, which is May, we'll be starting to do the Kitchen Chronicles at least once a month. Now, Kitchen Chronicles is an extension. That means that we can come on at any given time and do pop-ups like we are doing right now, especially with the icon who loves to be in the kitchen, who loves to show you all details on what he's doing. And I've expressed to him that anytime he's ready, we can definitely pull up on behind the avatar and show those hidden gems he got going on over there. So I'm looking forward to the drinks as well with you as well, icon. So I wanted to definitely get that message out there that the Kitchen Chronicles will be once a month. I also have a show on stereo, Voices of Stereo, that will also be once a month on stereo, where we will be featuring stereo talents, stereo voices, and the talents from stereo. So that's a whole nother show. If you're following me on stereo, all the updates are in my profile on stereo, and we will definitely keep you updated here on YouTube about the upcoming shows for Voices of Stereo. So that's the second thing. And on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, if you're following me on Fanbase, that's when the senior citizens, we have our meeting of the minds on Fanbase, and that's on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, usually after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm trying to keep everybody update. I will say personally, I'm not always on time, so I really try not to use times. I will give updates, but I try not to use exact times because I don't like to be late. So that's a safe way of keeping me, from telling lies or giving out misinformation as well. So we'll keep you updated for sure. We will definitely be doing that moving forward. Also in May, which is the month of icons. Hold on. No, it's not. He is an April Taurus. Okay. Look at you. You look like a bull for real when you did that. Shout
Big
out to those goddamn bulls. The
big bulls
Taurus season.
in the
Yeah, so
building.
so I will try. We have an interview. We definitely going to get a little more into Icon's story and his background. We'll definitely get into the first edition of that in May. So look forward to that coming up, an interview. Or I don't like to say interviews, just I like to just say kind of like a meet and greet, a meetup or story time or something like that. But we're gonna figure it out. It's probably not gonna say interview though. But we definitely will be tapping more into Icon's amazing story. And I say amazing because it's this story is about survival. It's for me, it's about how you survived all those years behind bars, and able to come home and be as focused as you are and willing to push forward in a positive light. So that's kind of, I think you have an amazing story, and I can't wait to get deeper into that. That's a whole movement. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Band Lab, to all the artists, the talents out there that are looking to do more in the studio with their music or with voiceovers, characters. Anything dealing with music production. If you're an aspiring beat maker, we do have a movement going on Band Lab as well, a movement of creators that are looking for people to collab with on BandLab. So definitely follow me on BandLab, and if it's anything that I can do, to help you to get set up on BandLab, I can only tell you what I know. I'm not a producer, I'm not an engineer, but I can get you over there and I can get you connected with some experience or more experience than myself, engineers, the engineers and producers that are working, very hard on BandLab daily. So I definitely want to get that message out. Shout out once again to the Voices of Stereo. Shout out to Heaven Sent. I'm going to share with you. We have about 5 more minutes on this talk, but I definitely want to share with you what Heaven Sent, one the producer for the Voices of Stereo, has come up with so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you. Shout out to Heaven Senate, Rada Dada, and Narasi in the building. Salute to King Petty and Nasty the MC. Subscribe to Queen Black Radio on Fanbase. Jayon, Jayon, Jayon. Movement. Hidden gems behind the avatar. As a bonus, Queen Sloan. Where them bars at? Where them bars at? Who's got bars? So 5, let's get it, y'all. We are seeking the hottest 16 talents on stereo. Voices of Stereo. To my senior citizens of radio. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love them senior citizens. Mixtape coming soon. Follow Hidden Gems behind the avatar on YouTube. Subscribe. It's a movement. Come through, catch those kitchen chronicles with the Icon 6 and Big Chief, not the little one. It's a vibe. Be sure to stay tuned.
Let's go.
With Heaven Sent and Nasty the MC on stereo. For more updates on Voices of Stereo, it's a movement. Hot 16. Who's got bars? Voices of Stereo. Stay tuned every Sunday here on stereo for Voices of Stereo Hot 16. Stay tuned for more Voices of Stereo. Shout out to the Voices of Stereo movement. Shout out to the Hot 16 mixtape coming soon from the Voices of Stereo. If you are listening to this and you are interested in being a part of the Hot 16 mixtape, definitely come through. We have our last audition for the promo mixtape is coming this Sunday. That's for the promo mixtape. But also on this Sunday, we're going to be starting the auditions for the Hot 16 mixtape. And what that is, we're looking for 16 of the hottest talents. That doesn't mean you have to have 16 bars. That doesn't mean you have to be a rapper. You can come through, you can sing, you can rap, you can do poetry, flowetry. If you have a voiceover, if you have a skit, you want to use your character voice, creatively. That's what the hot. We're looking for the 16 hottest talents of that day for to go on that mixtape. This is a kind of a liaison to lead on to more mixtapes. So the first mixtape is going to be volume one. So just look out, you guys, this summer for more promo mixtapes as well as the official volumes from the mixtapes. So it's a lot. I can't even get it's a lot to put into words. I'll get my wording together soon. Believe that. But thank you guys for tuning into that. Or to those messages. I'm not gonna leave out of here without allowing my king to plug everything he needs to plug. If you have anything you want to share musically here, you can feel free to do that, but I definitely want to pass this mic on over to you and give you the floor, King.
Well, first and foremost, thank you again for allowing me to be in the space. Shout out to you, Queen Black Radio. I just want to put in this shameless plug. Some of the areas and places that you can find me. Number one, hit me up on TikTok. If you want to find me on TikTok, you can hit that at symbol ICON the number 6_425_72. That's my TikTok account. Please come through there and show some support, show some love. Also, if you want to contact me on Instagram, that's Ronald5278 Smith. Again, Ronald, RONALD 5278 Smith, SMITH on Instagram. And if you want to find me on stereo, one of my accounts, the at symbol THEICON, the number 6. That's on stereo. Shout out to my team, the COTGs, that's Silverback, Alien Priest, One Dub. We are featured every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Stereo app. So make sure you download the Stereo app. And again, find me at symbol THEICON, the number 6. That's on Stereo app. And we have the Circle of the Gods presents. We just wrapped up Revolution and Revolutionaries. We have a great conversation. I have a great team of great thinking men. It's for men who feel like they don't have a voice, and we are very honored to have the goddesses, the feminine principle inside of our spaces with us, communicating and adding on. So we have that going on, and right here on YouTube as well. It's good to be a part of the Kitchen Chronicles, as well as some other things we got popping off. And if you find me in my spaces, man, you're gonna get things like the Love Zone. Which is a music production with conversation where we talk about life, love, relationships, the good, bad, and the ugly. We keep it a buck, man. We keep it stank like some old batch of collard greens up in there, because we're going to keep it raw and keep it honest so we can build and find out how to expose negative programming and those things that prevent us. And then we got our pillow talk, and then we have the breakdown with your favorite icon. I'm looking for a good time for me to be on TikTok so I can give you a definite time that I'm gonna be on TikTok. I'm a little sporadic right now. As my schedule opens up, I'm able to get there. But I'm thinking Mondays, maybe around noontime to 1 o'clock. It's starting to look like a good place for me to be, since I will not be working at night that particular day, and Thursdays and Fridays, which I have the nights off on Thursdays and Fridays. So those are shaping up to be some of the days that I'll be touching up the social media highways and byways. Outside of that, there, I got 5 more months, man. 5 more months on federal probation. I'm getting ready to get out here, get into the world, actually get up in the studio with some of my family members, some of my partners that have been waiting on the king to come on and do his thing. I've been giving bits and pieces, but I'm ready to spread my wings and get busy out here so I can really show the people what I'm really capable of. I'm capable more than just having an intellectual conversation and a handsome face. You did? Salute. Icons.
Much love to the
Mm-hmm.
icon. Salute to you, King. And again, when is your birthday?
April the 25th, and that cash app is the dollar symbol ICON, the number 6 boss.
Hey,
ICON, the number 6 boss. Hit that cash app up and show your love. It don't take them but a little bit
hey,
and a little bit and a damn little bit to make a whole lot of bit.
hey. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. I love that. And yeah, maybe we can figure out how we can have a little party, a little shindig around that time. But we'll talk about that.
Prayer
You
session.
deserve it.
Prayer session. If we have a whole prayer session where there's gonna be a big prayer, you know what I'm
A prayer
saying?
session.
And Thanksgiving for more life in the avatar.
Yes, sounds like a party to me. Thank you so much, Icon. Thank you so much. I appreciate your continued support, your dedication to all the movements. I definitely respect and admire everything that you're doing on all the platforms. You are definitely a trailblazer. You are blazing, just tearing down all the social media streets, from what I can tell, because I've been trying to hang with you, but I can't hang on all of them. I've been trying because you just blazing these streets, but
Oh,
I'm definitely there with you in spirit. You better know that.
one
I'm
more
watching
thing.
you out
One
here.
more thing. I did say, and please forgive me. You can also find me on fan base as well. Queen, how you let me forget that? On fan base too, and I am the icon 6, but it's instead of the number 6, you have the SIX icon SIX. Okay. On fan base. Love it on fan base. Love how they doing things over on fan base and meeting more people, more new people to have conversations with and bounce ideas off of to extend the family. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to be used for what and what you can be used for with other people that could create opportunities or you create opportunities. You know, you never know. And so I love creating bridges to people. And yeah, thank you again, Queen, for letting me do that right here on StreamYard and
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
Absolutely.
Yes. No problem. Anytime, King. And I heard you say, how did I let you do that? How did I let you forget about fan base? Because you left me hanging on fan base.
I
But
didn't
it's
know you
okay.
had no
It's okay because home is home. Home and home is home. So you guys make sure y'all stay tuned because we're gonna come back to fan base. I've created a show for myself and the Icon Six called the Peace and Love Zone. So yeah, he kind of left me hanging over there.
I might have
Mhm.
first, I might it might if you a
Mhm.
night rider, so you a night rider, you know. I had to be up early in the
So
morning.
yeah, if
I
you
try.
wanna
I be trying. I be
if you
trying.
wanna find Icon Six after hours, come to the Peace and Love Zone over on fan base. That's
Mhm.
how I forgot it because his butt looked like a road runner all over the place.
I'm I'm
But
I'm
it's
I'm
okay.
building. I'm making friends in all walks of life. Wow, people, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get out there and get it. You know what I mean? You gotta do it.
No, I appreciate it. We've been doing some hella collabing over the last few months. And so yeah, I appreciate, everything that we've been doing on our movements, our journey. We're definitely getting to know each other more on many levels, and I appreciate that. So I know that even when you're not there, you're definitely there in spirit. And I have, no qualms about you getting out there and growing and spreading your wings throughout social media because we're all still doing it, or we've been there already.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
just, I really respect what you're doing.
I
Yep.
appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, King. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this thing down until next time that we decide to pop up. Until next month, you guys don't forget, look out for more for the Icon 6 story coming to YouTube
Life after
soon.
28. Life after 28. Life
Hey,
after 28, baby. And behind the avatar
hey.
hidden gems, real talk with the queen and the king. Bam. There you go, right there.
Hey,
It's
it's a movement. Life after 28. It's a movement. Y'all come through. We out of here. Till next time. Peace be still, y'all. It's a movement.
This way, no matter what they say, no matter what they say, your thoughts is something I really need to be forever free. Just you and me. I feel like something is happening. I will be better than yesterday. I feel like something is happening. I will be better than yesterday. I feel like something is happening.